Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to you all? Please, some of you can reply, please. Am I audible to you? Yes, I receive a message. Uh, it will be good if you can write your name, your school name, and your city in the chat box. My humble request, all of you, please write your name, your school name, and your city in the chat box so that I can get an idea from where you all have joined. Prabhjot Kaur ma'am from Chandigarh, very good. Sunita Gupta ma'am, Mohit Gupta ji from Kehri. We have people from Bahrain also. We have people from Gujarat also. Oh, very good. So it will help me to maintain the language and all. May I shift to Hindi or not, or all those things. So please, we have people from Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi, Tulsi Vidya Niketan, and okay, okay. We have from DPS, NTPC, Korba. Okay, thank you very much. I'm waiting for other response. We are going to start in next 2 minutes. This is all about teaching commerce, how to make commerce teaching interesting, how to attract more and more students in our class, how to make our students, how to make our class happy class. So this is all about. I have made this session live on YouTube also. If any one of you will not be able to attend in between or something happens to your network in between, then you can join the session from YouTube also, and it will be available on YouTube. Okay, so we are going to start. My humble request, if you will keep your audio off, video on. While keeping your video on, I request you to follow some social norms, whatever the social norms are respected, because you are visible on the screen. So please, when you are keeping your video on, you should be following the social norms. It will be good if you have your pen and paper with you. Then it will be good because you can note something wherever required. We got more than 300 registration for the session. Only 41 people have joined on this. So I'm expecting many of the students or many of the teachers must have joined through YouTube. Since I have made it live on YouTube. So keep your audio off. If you will not keep your audio off, there will be someone from my team who can remove you. My humble request, if there will be disturbance, my teammates have been advised to remove you. My humble request, I do not want to remove any one of you. Any one of you. My humble request, please cooperate with me. Try to keep your audio off. Background music is playing. Somebody is saying, is it for everyone? Everyone can hear some background music. I can't hear that my background music. Okay. Let's start the session. First of all, I want to salute all those teachers who are still into the teaching after COVID. There is a lot of change in teaching. The teaching before COVID and after COVID, there is a lot of changes. And if you are still in teaching, you are excellent human being, I can tell. You are hard worker, I can tell. You have ability to adopt, I can tell, because those who have all these qualities, they are only in teaching nowadays. Those who are not able to adopt, those who are not able to change, those who are having the restrictions, having their limited mind, no, this is the way of teaching, and they are going out from this system. So only those who are in this system, those who are ready to change themselves. We have to change, either it is due to COVID or due to whatever else. There will be situations when we have to change ourselves. So my humble request, Be ready to change. A lot of changes are coming due to introduction of NCF 2023 and NCRF, which has been already introduced from class 6 onwards. NCF has been introduced, and class 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, NCRF will be introduced in 24-25. It will be introduced in 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. NCF will be introduced in 9, 10th, 11th, 12th at the latest stage, as per the latest information from CBSE. You should be ready to change. Whatever the changes are coming, there are a lot of thought behind that. A lot of people are working for that, and we should accept whatever they are coming. They are coming on the basis of their own experience. They are coming on the basis of their own research. They are coming on the basis of their hard work, analysis. So we should respect whatever is coming. It is very easy to say that what these changes are, what is the requirement of these changes, how to do. It is very easy to say, but to come up with the changes, make yourself available or making yourself ready for all those changes. This is the work which we are supposed to do. And I'm sure, I'm 100% sure that you people, those who have joined today on Sunday, many teachers must be sleeping, many teachers must be enjoying movie. But if you are devoting your 1 hour for something, how to make your subject interactive, how to make your subject interesting, you have willingness to change, you have willingness to adopt. So congratulations to all of you who are ready for these changes. Let's start. I am sharing one PPT. In between, I wanted to know any teacher who have ever joined our Edufin program, which we run to the different schools. We have done in the Gurgaon also. 36 schools from Gurgaon. The students from different schools have participated. 2 days program where they understood the working of full market, the share market, the pricing. Any teacher whose bachas have participated into that program. We have done the same in the Dwarka also last year, Roni also. Any teacher who is here, whose bacha have participated last year in 2023? Anyone? I wanted to know, is there any teacher whose students has participated in Edutri internship of 7 days or Edufin program of 2 days in the school? No. Okay. So it may be that some of the teachers may be joining. So we will have the same question at the end also. Now, I'm sharing one PPT with all of you. This PPT is about what we are doing. Please try to understand what is expected in a commerce. Fun with commerce, how to make commerce a subject with fun. I'm asking you a few questions. If you are ready to answer these questions, it will help me to make the session better. It will help you to understand the concept what I'm going to tell you. Any teacher who is teaching planning as a chapter for last 15-20 years, please raise your hand. Any one of you who is teaching chapter planning for last 10, 12, 15 years in your class, and your bachas have got 9900 marks. I can see Grace, George, Dinesh Jain, and 2 hands. Firoz Khan, Pramod Tripathi. Okay, 4. Only 4. Mr. Bharat is there. Okay, so I will take the first. Grace, George. Can you tell me, or all of us, can you tell all of us that is the way we are teaching planning in our class? Merits of planning, demerits of planning, process of planning, types of planning, definition of planning. Is it enough, or is it okay that a person can get to know what is planning? Mr. Dinesh, Mr. Pramod Tripathi, anyone can reply. Anyone can reply to this question. Mr. Firoz Khan has written no. Anyone else? You can write also. Yes, no. That by teaching merits, demerit process of planning, can we inculcate or can we have that qualities in the bacha how to plan? I was a teacher, commerce teacher. I also taught business study, not 20, though I was teacher for 20 years, but I taught business study for 5, 6, 7 years. But by teaching merits, demerits, features, types, I could not know how to plan. This is the problem. Unless until we start planning, we do something related to planning in the class, we cannot teach planning. We can transfer the content, whatever there is in NCERT, and bacha can get the marks. Transferring the content from the NCERT and bachas getting marks or bachas competing in some examination is something else. And having the qualities, capabilities, techniques, knowledge of whatever you are teaching is something else. These are two different things we have to accept. Only by teaching these topics, we cannot have competencies related to that subject. Please. Again, I'm asking you another question. All of you are commerce teacher. That is the reason I have taken some topics first from your syllabus, then I will move. Now, second thing is financial statement analysis. Now, this financial statement analysis, I wanted to have the poll here for how long you are teaching financial statement analysis. Please write 19 year, 20 year, 5 year, whatever you want to. I'm reading for how many years you are teaching financial statement analysis as a subject in your class. 9 year I can read. Somebody has written from Samsung. Firoz Khan 8 years, very good. 2 years, we know. Pradeep 8 years, very good. I'm reading because on the basis of that we can build up. Somebody Srishti has written 8 years. Okay, please. I want 24 years. 24. Josna ma'am has written. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, Josna ma'am, for joining today. 5 years, Rajni ma'am. Then I can read. The highest is the 24 years. Anyone else who is teaching this topic? 20 years, Namrata Singh. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining. If you are teaching for 20 years, that means 35 years, Prabjot Kaur, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining. It is indeed blessings for me that teachers who are teaching for 25, 30, 35 years have joined today's session. So I feel myself blessed that I'm doing something. I'm able to do something for you people. If there is some mistake, please, bacha samajh ke maaf kar dena. So what I'm going to tell, if we are teaching financial statement analysis for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, are we able to see financial statement of a company and analyze the health of a company and visualize in which direction the share price will move? Because if we are able to analyze the health of a company, we say what we do in financial statement analysis, we analyze the health of the company, we visualize what are objectives, merit, demerit, again we teach in the theory part, and in ratio analysis, in cash flow, in comparative common size, we teach all these things. But we teachers, by seeing the financial statement of Reliance, by seeing the financial statement of Tata Motors, are able to visualize the health of the company. Are we able to make we can buy the share of this company is going to perform good in future? Please, now all those teachers, those who have written their year, please, there is no feeling shy, only write yes or no. Are you able to do that? Firoz Khan has written sometimes. Galaxy something has written no. Accent. I want what are the remarks which is correct. Please write from your heart. Mr. Bharat has written sometimes. Okay, very good. Very good. Sprit Obra have written no. Very good. I'm reading comment. Pradeep has written no. Very good. Jyotsna ma'am have written yes after attending your sessions. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay. I am waiting for more response. I'm waiting for more response. Whether we just focus on students fetch marks. Very good. This is the right answer. This is the right answer, Prabhjot Kaur ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So I want, okay. So what after seeing, we are teaching financial statement analysis. Why we are teaching? So that bacha can go through those statements, evaluate those statements, and seeing those statements by doing ratio analysis, by projecting the cash flows, by comparing the statement of present year with the previous year, or by comparing the statement of X company with the Y company, what we say that common size comparative, whatever we do, can evaluate this company is good or that company is good. If we ourselves are not able to do that, we are not able. I have interacted with more than 3,000 teachers in last 3 years in my one of the program which I do online, and I have seen many of the commerce teachers are like, no, share market to acha nahi hota, ye hai wo hai aisa. If we as a commerce teachers are not confident enough, even after teaching 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, then how bacha will understand? They will know. If this teacher is not knowing after 30 years what we can have, they never value those concepts. So we should be knowing what we are teaching, what is the use of that teaching at all. If we cannot use those teaching in our teaching learning process, then that is of no use. And if we cannot use that teaching in our life, then that is of no use. If every day we are teaching about trading methods in business study and we do not know how to trade, how to open our demat account, what things to take care while opening the demat account, then we are not trained enough, or we are not qualified to teach that topic. Only knowing the content of business study will not help us. We have to change ourselves. We have to change ourselves. Please, my humble request, if we change ourselves, it will help us a lot. Same happens if we are teaching topic budget, but we never make our own budget. All the economics teachers are teaching. We are doing teaching topic coordination in business study, but we try to feel, do we have coordination among all the commerce teachers with economics teacher, accountancy teacher with business study teacher? Are we able to do that? If not, then we are teaching demand and supply, how we are using that demand and supply in our class. Is it any concept where we are using that? If we are not using that, then what is the need of teaching? Are we qualified enough to teach that? We are teaching recording of transactions. Please visualize last 1 year, how much money you have spended. How much money you have spended in last 1 year? Do you have any record of that? Have you ever recorded that? If we are not able to record even after teaching 20 years, and then if we are not doing that, we do not know the importance of recording of transactions. And if we do not know the importance of recording of transactions, we do not have any moral right to teach bacha what is recording of transaction, why transaction should be recorded, what is the use of recording of transactions, and every transactions in a business or whatever we are doing should be recorded. So please visualize that what we are teaching is of what use. That we are going to do in this session. You will get to know. Try to understand what is the difference between these two set of college. One set of college which is in front of you, IIT, IIMs, NLUs, DUs. Here, bacha do and learn. And if you go to the college, excellent college of India, BHU, JNU, AMU, PU, IGNU, these are excellent colleges having very good ranking. But here, bachas are studying Studying, getting marks, getting degree. These are two different set of college. I'm repeating, IIT, IIMs, NLUs, DU colleges, NIFT, these type of colleges, here bachas are doing. Even in DU colleges, there are a lot of societies, bachas are doing, performing in the societies, participating in the society. I have been a judge of many of these societies events, and I'm seeing bachas are learning by doing. Learning by doing. And there are colleges where bachas, the content is communicated, well communicated, and bachas are only studying, getting good marks. But we all want to send our own words in first set of college, not in second set of college. Why? Why? Because the industry demands the first set type of knowledge. The second type is outdated. Only those who want to go into some education, teaching field and all those things, research, they are going. I'm not saying these colleges are not good, but we ourselves, everybody wants my child should go to IIM, everybody wants my child should go to IIT, everybody wants my child should go to best of the NLUs like that. So please, we have to change ourselves as per the requirement. And if we have to change ourselves as per the requirement, we have to make some changes in our teaching learning process. I have designed, see this, I was going through one definition of commerce education. So Frederick G. Nicholas defined the commerce. This was the first definition once upon a time, commerce education. Not commerce, commerce education. Commerce education is a training. It is not teaching. Please write down, commerce education is a training. Second thing, can be given to any level. It can be in class 6, it can be in class 9th, it can be in class 11th, it can be in graduation, it can be in post-graduation, whatever. Whenever we are doing this commerce education, this is training, not teaching. This can be given at any level. That means a father who is selling vegetables, and his 10 years, 12 years old son sitting with him, seeing what his father is doing, and the son starts interacting with the customers and starts selling the product, and after some days he owns his own thera and do the same thing. That is also a commerce education. That is also a commerce education. Here we have to prepare people to enter into business or to render good services, efficient services, more efficient services. If we are able to make that, then we are doing the right thing. If we are not able to do that, if we are only teaching accountancy, economics, business study, whatever is there in the content, bachas are getting 99 marks, though you are not to be blamed. I have told you that in the beginning itself, you are all are the excellent teacher. I have visited many of your schools. You people are doing excellent work, but our curriculum, our method of teaching, our system is not like that, what is required by the industry. Why I am saying you that? Now see this, I am showing you the data. In last 10 years, see how the bachas choosing commerce are reducing day by day. From 2012 to 2022, the bachas taking science and humanities has increased by approx 10 lakh, by about 10%. But in commerce, there is a drastic decrease. This is Indian Express news. I'm showing you another thing, very important. Now, though it is old news, but if you go to the IIMs, you will see 90% people from engineering background are entering there. This only last year, IIM Ahmedabad have showed 65% people from engineering background was there in their batch. Now, in Harvard and Wharton, only 36%. 36% is one third approx. So management is open for everyone. Management is open for science also, commerce also, humanities also. If science people are going 30%, commerce people are going 30%, humanities people are going 30%, it's okay. But in India, if only 10, 12, 15% people from commerce are reaching to IIM strike institution, to management, we have to think. We all commerce teachers have to think. We all commerce teachers have to replan our classes. Our classes has to be replan. I'm showing you another data. Even humanities bachas, this is the data of IIM. Humanities, number of humanities bachas are increasing into IIMs. If engineers have already increased, humanities are increasing, what will happen to commerce and why it is happening? We have to think. Humanities department in many schools have started MUN type of program. I have seen bacha in Gurgaon taken humanities participating 10 MUNs in a year, 10 MUNs in a year. Have we developed that type of something in our commerce education? I am repeating, please evaluate a child in your class. I have seen the bachas who are participating 1 MUN, 2 MUN, 3 MUN, some MUN in Delhi, some MUN in Ghaziabad, they are going, participating. And but have we done something like that in commerce? Please, we need to work on that. We need to work on that. If we cannot do that, we have to we will be the ultimate sufferer. We, the commerce teachers, will be the ultimate sufferers. How to make our classes interesting, how to make our subject demandable. Everybody should be demanding that subject. What to do? What to do that? If we make some policy, if we make some changes, if we plan accordingly, then commerce as a subject may flourish in years to come. Okay, so I am moving into that direction. Now I am showing you another data. After this, where it shows that commerce as a subject is reducing day by day. I am showing you another data. Can anyone tell me my slides are visible or not? After this, where it shows that commerce as a subject, my slides are visible, is reducing day by day. I am showing my humble request. Somebody's mic is on. Somebody's mic is on. Please. Can anyone tell me my slides are visible or not? Okay. So now, I hope now it will be visible. Okay. Now I'm giving you another data. Now see this. Demand up for commerce management students. Now, industry is saying we need commerce bacha. Please try to understand. This is the news of Hindu of 2022. That means this year only August 2022 to 2022 August, 2 years back. Now, what does say? Ki industry is requiring commerce bacha. But in the school, what we see, the number of commerce bacha is reducing day by day. Then what is the problem? It is not that the industry is not hiring those bacha, industry do not require those bacha. Then even after that, while numbers are reducing and the industry to whom the industry who is hiring these bacha, then from where these bachas are coming? What is happening in past few years? Bachas are taking science, bachas are taking humanities at school level, and in college level, they are shifting to commerce. They are doing BBA or BCom or BCom honors like courses in college. That means they are not putting any relevance to class 11th, 12th commerce studies. So there is no problem with the commerce. There is a problem with the commerce at 11th and 12th. That means school level teaching of commerce is the problem area. Commerce as a subject is not problem area. Many colleges are having bachas, good placements, industry are demanding. Only the number which we are seeing reducing, that is at the school level, not at the industry level at all. Bachas from science are moving to commerce. So we have to put the relevance of commerce in school that we need to do. Now for that, we at Edutri have designed a program called as Edufin. I am repeating, we have designed a program called Edufin. I am again asking if any of the teacher who is here, whose bacha have participated last year in Edufin program done in different schools in Gurgaon, Dwarka, and some part of Delhi also, Noida also, Ghaziabad. So if that was 2 days program, any bacha or your school was the host, or I do not want to name the school because it will not look nice. So I want any bacha who have joined that program, any teacher who have taken their bacha to that school for that competition. Anyone is here whose bacha have participated in Edufin program last year? No. Any teacher from Gurgaon? Any teacher from Dwarka? Okay. Now, what we do into this Edufin program, this is purely based on your school curriculum. Whatever you are teaching in the class, in accountancy, in economics, in business study, we have designed a practical work of commerce as happened to physics, to chemistry, to some part of biology also, that bachas from their classroom move to commerce, to different lab, physics lab, chemistry lab and all. Same way, commerce bacha will also move to the lab. They will see lab, they will do something into that lab, and after doing that thing, they will understand what we have been taught in the class, or it may be that you will be teaching in future, then you can tell that bacha, we did that project, we did that work, and the qualities, the competencies, the whatever the learnings of that project, that level was this. So this is approx 12 sessions curriculum. I request all of you, please see slide by slide what we are doing into that curriculum. You can do the same thing in your school. It may be that one class after every 2 weeks, if you can manage, and that too accountancy, economics, business study taken together. I'm repeating, accountancy, economics, business study together. If you can spare only one class and do it as a practical work for your commerce bacha, I promise there will be a lot of interest in commerce classes in your school. That you can understand what we do into this total program of Edufin. Those we generally do in the school also as a competition, but you first go through this. Already there are 17-18 schools of Delhi NCR who are running this program. I do not want to name those schools because there are some cost involved into that. They are using. I do not want taking the name of one school and having something in the other school. You see how you can do in your school. You may be having a government school, you may be having a Kandri Vidyalaya, you may be having a very good school. Depending upon the infrastructure, depending upon the bachas you have, depending upon the parents you have, you can modify the program accordingly. I'm going to share you the program so that all of you can have learning of that program, and then at the end we can discuss what we do. Now see this. I'm in session 1, we talk about different business on the basis of case study. We talk about Nokia from beginning to end. We talk about KFC. There is a lot of case studies in our curriculum which we share with the bachas, and then we come up with the stories, we come up with the conclusions, where the introduction part, why economics, why accountancy, and why business study, is fully covered with this session. So this is the first where we share the real business case studies, some business going up, some business going down, some different changes. I gave you the example of KFC and Nokia and all those things. There are different case studies which are projected in front of the bachas, either on the screen or case studies are given to them. They go through the case study, then they even, oh, this can happen. What is the business? They understand. I'm going to the second part or second session of the program where your bacha will again be moving to the same practical lab where they will be doing financial statement analysis. The financial statement of different companies, those who have joined us in our live sessions of equity market, they know how we do. We show them the financial statement of Reliance. We show them the financial statement of SDFC. We show them the financial statement of HUL. On the basis of that, they understood what is quarterly statement, what is final statement, how the cash flow of year to year is increasing or decreasing, operating cash flow, investing cash flow, different type of cash flow they get to understand. They get to understand different ratios. So whatever is there in your content, this is not related to something that we are doing some other project. No, this all you can do in your class by live project where bacha will be doing, and your accountancy project file will be completed during this session only. You need not to give any file, bacha, please do this project or no. No, your bacha will understand the financial statement. What we as a teacher could not understand in the last 20 years, even after teaching financial statement analysis, but bacha will be able to understand. And then session 3, where there are different type of analysis is there, indicators are there. We analyze different businesses and the growth of this businesses, where we teach controlling. You must be teaching somewhere in business study. We teach strategy, we teach business planning. Different type of things are taught on the live projects in the session. Organizing of data, this is the economics stats topic. Here, different data is given where bachas are supposed to organize those data in a different form, and on the basis of that, collection of data, presentation of data, organization of data, again, a bar diagram, pie diagram, they present in their file. So that concept they will be doing. Not only some data is given, make a bar diagram of this. Though bacha make it, you give the marks. No, they will understand what is the relevance of these diagrams, why these diagrams. If they have different companies with different revenues in front of them, different companies with different operating margin in front of them as a part of pie, they get to understand why we are studying this, what is the use of this. Unless until you do that, if you make a pie diagram in front of that, what is your earning during the year, what is your expenses, what is your savings, how much you invested into which, so that type of pie, if you can present in front of them, if you can present the pie of their marks, of their class composition, you will get to know that we do into this project. In next session, what we do, we divide the bachas in different group as a business group. We give them different companies. On the basis of different companies, they need to analyze the data, what we did in the first session, second session, fourth session. Then they are supposed to make their social media campaign. They need to register their business in form of MSME. They need to get ISO certification for that. They need to convince the customer for that. Then they understood what is you are teaching in 4 P's of marketing. Then they understood how to reach to the customer. Then they understood what happened when we put money to the advertisement, how the things social media is used to contact the customer, what is promotion, what is pricing. They get what is product itself. They need to understand product is not only something like this. Product can be something intangible also. They need to understand all those things with the help of this session, which we do live in the class. Live in the class, that is in the practical. Now again, here we teach some candle patterns to them. We show them how the different stock market prices are going up, down, what is opening price, what is closing price, what is high price, what is low price, interpretation of those kind of scale, and the meaning of those. You will get to know, sir, what is the use of this in class 12? No. You all must be teaching one business study project where they are supposed to make stock market project. Then there are different type of prices: open, close, high, low. They will ultimately understand what these prices are, how they are formulated, why there are different prices. They will get to know all those things with in this class. Again, different chart patterns. Now this chart patterns is not only to teach bacha how the stock price movement are going on. There is a lot of what we are learning behind this also. When we are teaching, when we are guiding the bachas, there are a lot of mock stock competitions going on in different schools. You can prepare your bachas accordingly. There are different careers in stock market which you can guide the bacha. If as a teacher we start doing all those things, then our bachas will have interest in our class. Oh, this, if my teacher is teaching share in accountancy also, in business study also, some, then what is the use of that? If we understand this, and but we can link it with their careers, with their courses, then bacha get to know what is happening and why they are studying. Only teaching bank account debit to share application to share capital policy areas and all those things, it will not help at all. You need to understand what happened, how the Reliance asked the partial money from the shareholders. If people could, those who have paid partial have not paid, then what happened? What can happen? Can we sell our shares, which we have partially paid shares? What can be done? If we can do these things live in the practical lab in the school, then bacha will get to know. Then there are indicators, a different type of indicators which are used in the stock market. This we use as a controlling tool. I'm repeating, the different type of indicators which are available, RSI, stochastic, and all those things, we use as a controlling tool. In our controlling chapter, we define there is a standard, there is an actual. If actual is higher than standard, what to do? If actual is lower than a standard, then what to do? So then we use the indicators which we are using for the stock market as a standard criteria, and we tell bacha what is happening. Then they understand the concept of controlling, the methods of controlling, the different steps what we teach in the controlling chapter. I'm not the expert of business study, you all are the, but we teach this with the help of the indicators. Now again, then data related to inflation, GDP, rupee price movement, crude price movement, budget, GST. These data are used as the news analysis, where the news is given as per something is happening. Dollar has appreciated, rupee has appreciated, inflation is there, this type of news is floated. Then what will be the movement in their stock price? That we give in the project, and then they see live happening in their practical room. Then they evaluate what is actually inflation is, what is actually the rupee price movement is. Only teaching this in some balance of payment chapter in economics will not help at all. How the GST council meeting is there, and if GST council meeting has announced something, what happened to the stock price movement after that announcement? Then bacha try to understand what is the impact of GST and how it can affect the national income, it will not affect the national income, what all will happen. They will get to know when they do this in the class. Again, after all those things, when these sessions happen in the class, what we do the selection. Selection means, suppose you have 50 bacha in the class. On the basis of that, any 10, 12, 15 bachas are selected for the presentation in front of the, sometimes we call parents, sometimes we do this inter-school activity or intra-school activity. We call people from outside. Now, when we are doing selection, when selection is done, then bacha get to understand what is actually selection process. How there are some criteria, or there is some time management, people management, resource management. On the basis of some, there are some rules. On the basis of those criteria, bachas are selected, and those who are not selected get to know why we have not selected. Those who have selected, they get to know how they are. So the chapter which you teach as a something like staffing on all in business study, you can link that chapter here and how the selection process goes on. You have not been selected, why? And that person has been selected, why? Only teaching the steps of selection and the recruitment, difference between recruitment and staffing and selection, I don't think it is going to help. Again, a last session which we do, which we have in the schools in the practical is evaluation. Bachas come, present their project in front of parents or different schools or principals or different, maybe you all commerce teachers are sitting together evaluating. Then their communication skills, their confidence, their people dealing, their convincing, what is required from them in the business, is that taken care of, is that is required there. So in that way, we have made this curriculum. My humble request, please try to use it in your school. Try to use it in a school. We are doing this, even many concepts of accounts, economics, business study, budgeting, foreign exchange, national income, demand, supply, price determination, SEBI functions, fixed cost, variable cost, implicit cost, explicit cost, consumer protection, financial decisions, whatever dividend decision and all those things which you teach in your classes. That all is taught with the help of live projects in the class, where bacha will be taking decision. I have this much of money, how much I should be reinvesting into the business, how much I should share between the partners. If the bacha start doing that, then they understand the concept of dividend decision, when to give more dividend, when more dividend not to be given, when to give dividend, whatever, less dividend, more dividend, whatever they want to do. That can be understood with the help of this curriculum. So through this curriculum, we work on different skills, communication skills, critical thinking skills, collaboration skills, adaptability, different type of skills, fine motor skills we are working, language skills we are working, communication, again I'm telling you, problem solving and all those things, we are working on different type of skills. We have made two models for this. You can use any model in your school. My humble request, please do it. You are from government school, you are from a high-end school, please do it. Whatever the way you want to do, we have two models. One is train the trainer, where we are teaching teachers what to do, and you in your school are doing that. And another model where we are going to different schools and doing this. We are directly teaching to the bachas, going to the school and doing this. Please, my humble request, whatever is suitable, depending upon the cost, depending upon the time, depending upon your management, depending upon your own thought. It may be your own thought, it can be different than mine. And it is totally even. Why I'm having this session? My session is make your class relevance with respect to the demand of the industry. Do not make your class what is there in the business study or accountancy book that we need to do. That can be done. Bacha will get marks. You all know that marks, whatever bacha is going to get, either bacha is getting 90 or bacha is getting 95 or 98. Though we never say this thing in front of bacha, but getting 95 or 98 or getting 92 or 98 is irrelevant at all at this point of time, with the introduction of different national examination like CUET. It is all about how you are training bacha for the industry. If you are training bacha for the industry, your bacha will have a lot of interest in the class. They will come up in the class. They will come up with the projects. They will participate in the class, and they will communicate. They will give right message to the juniors who are in class 10th and 9th that the commerce is this. And if you take this, suppose the last session which I talk about presentation, at the day of presentation, your commerce bacha is doing the presentation and your 9th, 10th class is sitting and watching what the presentation is given by the commerce bacha. Then try to think about the impact they will have in front of them, in their mind, that this is commerce all about. And if they go through that, that will be the good thing. So my humble request to all of you, please, we are starting with the new session. You all are starting with the new session. Please start commerce lab in your school. Do practical training in your classes. I know there are a lot of limitations. There are a lot of limitations related to timing, rooms, and all those things. But we plan something. Maximum of the schools have whiteboard. Maximum of the school have screens and all in all the classes. If we plan, we can do that. My humble request, do write your feedback in the chat. And now I'm going to have one-to-one question answer. Whatever the question in your mind, how to run this program in your school, you want any help from our side, you can. You want only curriculum you can take. You want training from us, no doubt there will be some cost involved, but we are ready. If you want we to come in your school, my team is there, and we have made this program so cost efficient. Being a commerce person, I can understand. I'm a commerce person. We have tailored made this program as per the school funding requirements. We are doing the same program in government school, and we are doing the same program in high-end modern school like some, I do not want to name those schools. Those are very modern, very high class, we are doing there also, and we are doing in the government school also. But charges are very different, because no doubt that type of effort, that type of resources, that type of what we are resource person and all that, everything has to plan accordingly. But it can be done at any cost. I'm telling you, it can be done at any cost. Cost is not a problem. It creates problem when you have a XYZ high class school, and you are saying that no, we will be paying only this. Then it will not suit to your standard, and it will not be. Please try to do. If you cannot, even I'm telling you, if you cannot pay, please, you do yourself in your class. Do yourself in your class. Put some effort. Learn. Go through the curriculum. I myself, I can see Rita Jan ma'am here. I can see Harinder Singh Lamba sir. He's a principal of Kendriya Vidya. Lamba ji, namaskar, if you can hear me. तो आई कैन सी इन्होंने हमारा सेशन अटेंड किया हुआ है. सर आप मुझे बताइए, आपने प्लीज कि उस सेशन के थ्रू हम लोग क्या क्या सिखाते हैं. अगर ये क्वालिटीज हम अपने 11-12 के करिकुलम के साथ बिल्डअप कर दें, बाकी चीजों के साथ जो मैंने अभी बताया, तो ये कितना अच्छा प्रोग्राम होगा. प्लीज मैं आपका, बिकॉज यू हैव बीन ए प्रिंसिपल, तो आपको पता है कि क्या इसकी कॉस्टिंग बहुत आएगी. कि आपका स्कूल तो सरकारी स्कूल है, क्या आपको लगता है कि हम रन कर पाएंगे कि स्कूल में, कि नहीं कर पाएंगे? बताइए. क्या रिसोर्स इसमें कहीं प्रॉब्लम आएगा? पैसा कहीं प्रॉब्लम आएगा इसको रन करने में? अनम्यूट कर दीजिए सर अपने आप को. मैं आपको अनम्यूट करने को ऑप्शन आई थिंक मैंने दिया हुआ है. आप करिए जरा, आप कर पा रहे हैं?
सर नमस्कार. सर
नमस्कार सर. बताइए सर, इस प्रोग्राम जो मैंने अभी आपको बताया, तो अपनी ट्रेनिंग आपने ऑलरेडी दी हुई है. अब उन दोनों को कंबाइन करके बताइए, क्या इस प्रोग्राम को अगर हम क्लास में रन करते हैं तो पैसा या टाइम, ये दोनों कहीं हमारा लिमिटेशन फैक्टर बनेगा?
Sir, first of all, thanks to you for giving me this opportunity. परंतु मैं साथ साथ एक मुझे बताना चाहता हूँ कि 12 साल जब मैं पीजीटी कॉमर्स रहा हूँ बिफोर बिकमिंग प्रिंसिपल, और अभी भी मैं क्लास जब लेता हूँ, तो मेरा बेसिक फोकस रहता है बच्चों की स्किल्स पे. जहां तक मैंने जब नवोदय में 12 साल पढ़ाया है, उस दौरान मैं विशेष तौर पर बैंकर्स को, मतलब विभिन्न बैंकों को, पोस्ट ऑफिस को, इवन कंज्यूमर कोर्ट से जो लॉयर्स हैं, जजेस हैं, मेंबर्स हैं, उनको इनवाइट करता था. और उसका फायदा ये हुआ कि जो मेरे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आज मैं देखता हूं कि दे आर एब्सोल्युटली सक्सेसफुल इन देयर फील्ड. तो जैसा आप कह रहे हैं, अगर हम ये चीज सिखाते हैं तो दिस विल एड ऑन, दिस विल वर्क एज अ बटर ऑन द आइस टिप ऑन द केक. बच्चों को एक्स्ट्रा अर्निंग के लिए, उनके स्किल्स को डेवलप करने के लिए और मार्केट में अपने आप को सरवाइव करने के लिए बहुत फायदेमंद रहेगा. हालांकि आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं कि इसमें कुछ कॉस्ट आएगी, बट आई डोंट थिंक इट इज अनबियरेबल, क्योंकि अगर हम थोड़ा थोड़ा भी मैनेज करते हैं तो बहुत आसानी से ये हो सकता है.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. और मैं चाहूंगा, ज्योत्सना मैम को मैं देख पा रहा हूँ. ज्योत्सना मैम, आपने बहुत सारे सेशन लिए हैं, क्या आपने स्टॉक मार्केट वाला हमारा पूरा सेशन लिया है क्या? ज्योत्सना मैम, कैन यू हेयर मी? Anyone who have attended the full course of stock market, online or offline, or somebody's school Edufin program we have done? I wanted to know. Anyone here? Please raise your hand. Rita Jan ma'am. Rita Jan ma'am, please. Yes ma'am. You have attended. Unmute.
Okay.
Yes ma'am, बताइए.
हाँ जी सर. ओके सर. गुड
Yes,
आफ्टरनून सर.
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम. गुड आफ्टरनून. बताइए मैम.
यस सर, आई हैव टेकन. तो सर मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है. मैं अपने बच्चों को ना इंट्रोड्यूस भी करती हूँ स्टॉक मार्केट का, तो ना वो बहुत इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं. बल्कि ये अकाउंटेंसी से ज्यादा, बिजनेस स्टडी से ज्यादा ना, जब भी स्टॉक मार्केट की थोड़ी नॉलेज देते तो मैडम ट्रेडिंग सिखाओ. उनको ये रहता है बोले आजकल के बच्चों को कि मैडम ट्रेडिंग. मैंने कहा बेटा ऐसे ट्रेडिंग नहीं होती, पहले समझो चीज क्या होती है. वो बहुत वो होते हैं. आपसे इंस्पायर भी था, आप तो आए भी थे हमारे स्कूल में सेशन लेने एक बार.
तो अब आप
करा
मुझे
था तो
बताएं कि जब जब अब आप शेयर मार्केट को या फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट वाला चैप्टर को जब आप क्लास में इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं, तो क्लास का माहौल क्या होता है एज कम्पेयर टू जब आपने ये कोर्स नहीं किया था हमसे, तब कैसा होता? दोनों में जरूर प्लीज मैं जानना चाहूंगा डिफरेंस, अगर आप बता पाए तो। शायद कनेक्टिविटी की कुछ प्रॉब्लम है। एनीवन
सर
एल्स?
आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है मेरे को।
मैं कह
सर
रहा हूँ,
वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही थी अभी आपकी।
जब आपने हमारा ये सेशंस नहीं किए थे, तब जब आप स्टॉक मार्केट का चैप्टर या फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट का चैप्टर या पढ़ाते थे, तो बच्चों का जो इंटरेस्ट एरिया होता था और अब जो इंटरेस्ट एरिया, दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस समझ में आता है आपको? आई
है पहले
थिंक।
मतलब आप जैसे प्रैक्टिकली पढ़ाते हैं, अब मतलब कि ज्यादा अच्छा पढ़ा पाते हैं ये
थैंक यू
उसको।
मैम,
मतलब
थैंक यू।
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नोट मतलब पहले इतना कुछ पता नहीं था, अब मतलब अच्छे से बता पाते हैं ये पे इन आउट पे आउट का मतलब कि ना ज्यादा अच्छा
ओके
डिटेल बता पाते हैं, पहले वो चीज नहीं थी।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू। एनीवन एल्स हु हैव अटेंडेड अवर full session either online or to whom school we are doing the same program? I do not want to name any school. That is my limitation because we do on different cost to different schools. Yes, Josna Gaur ma'am want to say something. So Josna ma'am, you can unmute yourself. I'm giving the right for everyone to unmute now. Uh,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
I
afternoon.
have attended some of the sessions.
Yes, ma'am, unmute yourself, please. Unmute. Josna ma'am, please unmute first. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, I have attended many sessions in which you have guided student about the stock market, and all were really good, and students were really happy to attend these sessions. So it's really good if it is incorporated with the curriculum.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you. So anyone else who wants to give the feedback, I do not want to name anyone. I want real feedback. If you are satisfied, say yes. If you are not satisfied, say no. Sir, क्या बकवास है, what it is. So you can say
Good,
I'm open for that. Why I'm
good
not?
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Monica, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Sir, just I want to share my feedback related to the internship program that I student had done under your guidance, sir. Stock
Yes, ma'am.
market,
Yes,
sir. It
ma'am.
was quite beneficial and even beneficial for me being a teacher also. Sir, the basic terms when which we were not aware कि what terms that use in the practical in the stock market, that I also gained the
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
knowledge, and so
So,
student trust that also has been increased here, sir. So,
okay.
thank you so much, sir, for your guidance, and yes, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Why I'm not naming some of the schools where we are running already this program, the full year program we are running. We are having the Edufin competition also in some of the schools. This year we are again having in Dwarka. We are again having in Ghaziabad. We are again having in Gurgaon also. We are having this program. Any one of you want to join, you can join the other school as a participant. You can run the same program in your school also. Why I'm not naming the school, because the cost involved depends upon your school. What expectation is your, what type of resource person you want, what type of lab you have, what type of students you have. So that type of thing we provide to the different schools. My humble request, do खुद कर लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन करो बस। नहीं पैसे का प्रॉब्लम है, खुद करो। आई एम हेयर टू गाइड ऑल ऑफ यू। प्लीज do this in your school. Commerce education will become very good. Bachas will be interested. All people are interested nowadays into the financial market. There is a lot of buzz into the financial market. Please, if you do start doing this in your school, there will be a lot of interest into the commerce. Good bachas will be taking commerce, and there is a lot of demand in the industry for these type of skills. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Anyone who have any question want to ask, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, we will close the session. If anyone, Dinesh Jainji, wants to ask, you can unmute and ask the question. Anyone want to ask, now you have option to unmute. You have option to unmute Dinesh Jainji, Josna Gaur ma'am, Anish ji.
Sir, what is the cost of program for
Ma'am,
the
I told you this
teacher?
depends upon the school, depends upon the location, depends upon that is the reason we can talk one by one on that. So that cannot be talked here. So because there is a lot of cost involved in transport. Suppose there is a school somewhere we are doing this in Rajasthan also, we are doing in Jaipur also. So there is some transportation cost involved. The school, if you Gurgaon in Delhi, there is no transportation cost. So depend upon a thing. Otherwise, there we have a model where we are teaching to the school teacher, and school teacher is running the same program in the school. Very less cost. So that you can do. Anish ji, you can ask your question, please. Anish.
Sir, I am actually here
Yes.
in the name of Anish because this is my son's phone, so it is named Anish.
Yes, but please, you can ask. My apologies.
Sir, that's okay, sir. That's okay. That's my mistake. So
Yes.
I am from Chennai, sir.
Yes.
South. Okay, so here we have students where they are very interested in knowing what is the use of this studies. Because directly my 12th standard students, some of them, they approached me and asked, ma'am, what are we learning? Why are we learning all this? I said, children, this is the basis. And the real life scenario is going to be totally different. So like in commerce, it's like in science, we may come up with certain practical sessions, but for that base of understanding is required. So that is how you have also told us.
Yes, ma'am. You can run this program. You can guide them what is happening, and if you want, every year we'll have the online session of internship. You can allow some of bachas from your school so that you can get to know what is the program. But full-fledged program, if you have to run in the school, I request all of you, please dedicate 1 or 2 period in a month, and then run this program for 10 months. Starting from April till November or December. After that, they can be busy in their pre-board and all those things. Then that will become very interesting program. Your bachas will be interested. You will be having commerce lab where you can take your class 10th student, guide them what we do in the commerce. Then there will be a lot of buzz of commerce in the class. Mr. Firoz Khan, you can ask.
Sir, can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, one more.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, one more thing. Can I get a separate guidance with regard to this later on?
Yes, ma'am. Certainly, you can contact me.
I will approach.
We have teacher training program. You can join that, and you can run this in your school. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Firoz Khan.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर.
Good afternoon.
सर मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ जैसे मेरे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं आफ्टर 12th स्टॉक मार्केट में करियर बनाना चाहते हैं तो मुझसे कई बार डिस्कस करते हैं कि सर इसके लिए कोई
दोबारा बोलिए आप.
जैसे मेरे कुछ स्टूडेंट हैं तो आफ्टर 12th वो ये डिस्कस करते हैं मुझसे कई बार कि सर हम स्टॉक मार्केट में करियर बनाना चाहते हैं तो इसके लिए कोई कोर्सेज या कोई ऐसा हो तो सजेस्ट करेंगे सर. आप कहाँ से?
सर आपकी आवाज मुझे क्लियर नहीं हो रही है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे भेज दीजिए. करियर्स इन स्टॉक मार्केट अगर आप चाहते हैं तो माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू, अगर किसी का इंटरेस्ट है करियर्स इन स्टॉक मार्केट तो मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाएंगे. वहां पर एक बेसिक्स ऑफ स्टॉक मार्केट देयर इज अ कोर्स कॉल्ड बेसिक ऑफ स्टॉक मार्केट अवेलेबल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट in a playlist. Both there are 2 sets, one is for students, one is for adults. So you please, my humble request, there is 1 hour video for 7 hours. Go through that. You will have a lot of idea what is stock market, how it operates, how to buy a share, how to sell a share. I'm not saying you will become a stock market expert, but you will get a basic idea. If you have a basic idea, then you can visualize whether I have to move into this direction or not. If you have to move into that direction, then you can take whatever the route you want.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे जस्ट मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
सर नहीं आ रही आपकी आवाज. कुछ मतलब आवाज आ रही है लेकिन समझ में नहीं आ रही आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं.
सर अभी आवाज आ रही है?
बोलिए.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे मेरे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो स्टॉक मार्केट में करियर बनाना चाहते हैं तो मुझसे कुछ कोर्सेज के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं कि सर हम कौन सा कोर्स करें या किस तरीके से इस
मैं जो विजुअलाइज कर पाया था आपका क्वेश्चन, उसी के लिए मैंने जवाब दिया आपको कि अगर आपके बच्चे स्टॉक मार्केट में करियर बनाना चाहते हैं तो लर्निंग विद डॉक्टर त्रिपाठी नाम का एक चैनल है, उस पे जाइए. उसके प्लेलिस्ट में बेसिक्स ऑफ स्टॉक मार्केट करके 7-8 वीडियोस का एक लिंक है, उसको पहले आप देखिए. आपको मैं कोर्स बता दूंगा 10-20 हजार रुपए कहीं खर्च कर देंगे, कोई फायदा नहीं है. पहले आप बेसिक करके देखिए. एक होता है हमें अंदर से कहते हैं फैंटेसी आ गई है कि हाँ जी हमें वो हो गया, फीलिंग आ गई है कुछ चीज देख के कि हाँ जी अपना ये करना है. नो, एक्चुअल में आप उस डायरेक्शन में जाना चाहते हैं, आपके पास वो स्किल है कि नहीं है, उसके लिए मैं आपसे कहूंगा प्लीज माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट, पहले बच्चों को बोलिए बेसिक्स करें. अगर उनको इसमें इंटरेस्ट आता है देन वो आगे बढ़े. ठीक है. आसुस, ASUS.
Hi, sir. I'm Shaina Khatun.
Yes, please.
Sorry for the wrong name there.
It's okay. My mistake.
No, sir. So actually, I wanted to know about the teacher training program. How much time does it take, and
Ma'am,
is it online or
yeah,
offline?
this is online program. It is of 12 to 15 classes, depending upon it. A lot of time goes on queries and all. So there are 12 classes curriculum, and then 3 classes question answer and all those things. Depend upon 3 classes, 2 classes, 1 classes, or no classes. Depends upon. So you can do that program and run this course in your school. It will be good. Many of the teachers here who have already done this program. We do this program so that I want commerce education should be interesting education. Every bacha who is studying commerce should be having their objective. They should not be that कि science तो मुझे पढ़ना नहीं है, tough है, humanities नहीं लेना नहीं है तो इसलिए मैंने commerce लिया. That type of bacha should not come to the commerce. Commerce should be sought after career, sought after. No, commerce लेना. वो माहौल हमें जगाना है. एज अ कॉमर्स टीचर, इट इज अवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, एंड फॉर दैट आई एम वर्किंग. तो यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी पर्सनली, वी विल वर्क ऑन दैट मैम, फॉर फीस एंड ऑल दिस. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much everyone for joining. Please let me know if any help required to any school. Please, I am again telling, we are going to have Edufin competition this year also, which is 2 days competition, just like MUN happening in different schools. Same way we have Edufin happening in different schools, in Dwarka also, in Gurgaon also, in Ghaziabad also. If you want to have it in your own city and you can provide your auditorium or something of your school, we can have it for your own city also. We can have it at intra school, we can have it at inter school competition, whatever you want, whatever the way you want. We are here to help you. Please give us chance to help you. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone.